Hello, good evening. Little Palo Santo for you, for me. Okay. This candle keeps, oh, it's still lit, but it's going out though. It's still lit. Okay. Welcome to Soul Healing Angel Channel. My name is Mary Beth, and today is Tuesday, June 17th. I call it Terrific Tuesday. This is a channel about healing. It's about a healing journey. My healing journey, maybe someone else's healing journey as well. I like to share what I do, my practices, what comes to me in meditation, and then I read some scripture. I read from the Course in Miracles, which was actually dictated by Jesus to an atheist. I read from Ascended Masters, and then I pull some oracle cards as well. So hopefully, maybe there'll be something here that you might help you along your journey as well. So today, I send out a calendar every morning, a little picture of a calendar to a few friends, and we kind of, it's like, I don't know, we're like prayer warriors, it's like our prayer channel. And the verse today was from Psalm 73. I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So it's Psalm 23. I'm actually going to pull it from my Bible. Let me find Psalms and read it, how it reads in this one. Psalm 73, Psalm 73. All right, it goes. Oh, it says prosperity of the wicked. Psalm 73, verse 23. Nevertheless, I am continually, oh, it uses thee too, with thee. Thou hast holden me by the right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. It ends, verse 28, but it is good for me to draw near to God. I have put my trust in the Lord God, that I may declare all thy works. Psalm 73, verses 23 to 26, and I just added verse 28 there. All right. So that's from the Bible. Then I have a little journal, and I journal when I meditate. Meditation is important. I believe that it helps you go within. It helps to still us, to be still. I want to ring a bell first before I forget. If sound might bother you, I don't know if this might, so just maybe turn down your sound. You can hit it 3 times. I'll do it one more time. Isn't that lovely? Okay, now the light might get a little dark because we are expecting a rainstorm here. It might start raining. Okay. If I remember my dreams, I write them down, but I just have that I had dreams. I meditate. In my meditation, what came up was pray for those who need healing. I was praying for friends of mine that have had surgery or that have had some kind of injury that truly need healing, or those that are emotionally stifled in some way, or may need emotional healing as well. Then the word came up, gratitude. And I said, give thanks to God for my animals. I was so happy because as I'm meditating, my black cat came up on my lap and sat with me, and he just wanted to be loved and scratched and all that. So I do give thanks for my animals. I'm very grateful for them. But that's still lit. It's real small. It's a real small light. Okay. All right. I will look at, let's see. look at Mother Teresa. What does she have to say today? I call it, since it's Tuesday, I like to use alliteration. So I like to say, well, like today's like Terrific Tuesday. Have a terrific Tuesday. Let's see what I might find. Just come to a page. Oh, she writes about chastity. Chastity touches God himself. It is undivided love for God alone. Nothing and nobody can draw us away from him. Chastity is not only our ability to give, but more, our ability to accept God's gift. Is it your desire to follow Christ perfectly? Are you resolved to live in chastity? Chastity is a sign of the kingdom of heaven. So I guess the question is, what is chastity? What is chastity? I had something else I was looking up. What is chastity? I think it's being celibate. The state or practice of refraining from extramarital or especially from all sexual intercourse. A similar word is celibacy. So it just means to be celibate. I've been celibate for a while. It's okay. All right. It says, purity, chastity, and virginity created a special beauty in Mary that attracted God's attention. He showed his great love for the world by giving Jesus to her. Here's one more thing she says. This is Mother Teresa. We must be convinced that nothing adorns a human soul with greater splendor than the virtue of chastity, and nothing defiles a human soul more than the opposite vice. Yet the glory of chastity is not immunity from temptation. It is in victory over temptations. A chaste person is not free from temptations, but overcomes them. Wow. I didn't think that would come up. That was kind of a surprise. Okay. Interesting. All right. This opened up talking about sexual desire. I just opened this randomly. It's on page 72. Listen. In one sense, we can say it is delusion in the form of the wisdom derived from delusions that actually destroys itself. Similarly, it is the blissful experience of emptiness induced by sexual desire that dissolves the force of sexual impulses. All right, then the Dalai Lama writes, irrespective of whether we are believers or agnostics, whether believe in God or karma, everyone can pursue moral ethics. All right, now this has nothing to do with SCX or anything, so listen. Sometimes your dear friend, though still the same person, feels more like an enemy. Instead of love, you feel hostility. But with genuine love and compassion, another person's appearance or behavior has no effect on your attitude. So he's saying you need genuine love and compassion. And it's probably so that you can understand another's behavior, because it's probably their behavior that has had them coming out seeming like an enemy. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. From the Course in Miracles. Yeah, there was a step I forgot. Oh. All right, let's go with lesson 275. God's healing voice protects all things today. Let us today attend the voice of God, which speaks an ancient lesson, no more true today than any other day. Yet has this day been chosen as the time when we will seek and hear and learn and understand. Join me in hearing. For the voice for God tells us of things we cannot understand alone, nor learn apart. It is in this that all things are protected, and in this the healing of the voice for God is found. This is like a prayer here. Your healing voice protects all things today, and so I leave all things to you. I need be anxious over nothing, for your voice will tell me what to do and where to go, to whom to speak and what to say to him, what thoughts to think, what words to give the world. The safety that I bring is given me. Father, your voice protects all things through me. So it's lesson 275. God's healing voice protects all things today. Course in Miracles. All right. We have a drink here. Hold on. A Course in Miracles teaches us that all of us are special and none of us are special. All of us carry the mark of God, yet we carry that mark as one. No one has any more or less capacity than anyone else to be used as a conduit for the genius that pours forth constantly from the mind of God. This genius pours into us as one, but is accepted by us separately. God's greatness is a gift that is offered to all of us, but it's our choice whether or not to receive it. Crack of thunder, the confirmation. We lack faith in what exists within us because we lack faith in who exists within us. It's that whole point of going within, because when you go within, you meet God. God is within us. There's a divine spark in everyone. We have divinity. You are a divine person. You're a divine being. So she continues to write, or maybe it's A Course in Miracles too. Each of us has a unique part to play in the healing of the world. Each of us is assigned by God a function that only we can fill. At the level of our divine function, none of us are in competition with each other, for the universe has an infinite number of pieces of pie. Why is there any need for us to compete? Because you can't be me. I can't be you. I need to be the best version of myself. You need to be the best version of yourself. No one can be anyone else. We each have a function to fulfill. And if you're not being yourself and being authentically yourself, you're not fulfilling your purpose, whatever that purpose may be. My piece doesn't take away from yours, my piece of the pie, and yours doesn't take away from mine. There is space for everyone's gifts. There is space for everyone's gifts to flower. There is more than enough room for all of us. There's more than enough room for all of us to be ourselves, who we are supposed to be. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. That's what that's saying. That's my advice too. Be yourself. Gosh. Come on. And there's no need to be jealous of someone else's gifts. We're all given different gifts. There's a song that goes, we are many parts, we are all one body, and the gifts we bring, we are given to share. Da 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 da. I don't know the rest of it, but it's It's a song from, it's Catholic. It actually might have it in the Lutheran hymnal too. But it's, we are all one body. We're many parts, but we're all part of the same body. We're all part of that web of life. And we each have a function. You know, that whole thing, if the foot wanted to do what the hand does, how would somebody walk? Each body part has its own function. A finger has its own unique gift to do something, to point, to help pick things up, you know, to play the piano, play an instrument, whatever. A toe helps support the body. One is not better than the other. They're just given different, they have different roles to play within this body, this meat suit that we have on earth in this 3D reality. So be yourself and express yourself as you, the gifts that you have been given. Be yourself. My goodness, be yourself. What is here? Zadkiel. Oh, prayer. This is one of my favorite cards, I think. Zadkiel, prayer. It's gorgeous. It's number 7. I've it here. Zadkiel, prayer. I think it's falling apart. All right. O then, soul most beautiful among all the creatures, so anxious to know the dwelling place of your beloved, that you may go in quest of him and be united with him. Now we are telling you that you yourself are his dwelling, his secret chamber and hiding place. That's from St. John of the Cross, from Spiritual Canticle. Now the sun's coming out. Now it's beautiful. It rains and then the sun comes out. All right. Zadkiel guards the powers of invocation. The best known and most powerful form of invocation is prayer. To invoke something is to ask when you're invoking. True prayer is the deep call from your heart, focused with awareness of the mind and intensified by the power of desire. It is not to be uttered quickly as when in desperation. Instead, learn the art of prayer through simple conversation with God. Just talk to God like he's your dad or your friend or brother. Brother Lawrence gave us his example. We must try to converse with God in little ways while we do our work. Not a memorized prayer, not trying to recite previously formed thoughts. Rather, we should purely and simply reveal our hearts as the words come to us. That doesn't mean that memorized prayers are bad, because they are, and they're useful. And sometimes it helps focus the mind. I still use memorized prayers. I say the Our Father quite a bit, and the Hail Mary. Those are prayers I have memorized. Gradually, by attempt, but you want to say it, but you say them with thought, with thinking while you're praying, with your heart, not just uttering the words and just saying them. I think it's the attitude you enter the prayer. Gradually, by attempting to include God in every aspect of life, you replace old thought patterns of judgment, criticism, and despair with the ascension attitudes of love, surrender, and gratitude. When you wish to pray for help, be clear, definite, and positive in your desire. Enter into deep meditation, calling for the presence of God and your eternal self. When you feel anchored in truth and love, envision the highest good and the perfect will of God. Being united with God or your eternal self, which is that God spark within you, combined with the burning desire to help, instantly attracts whatever quality is needed. There is no such thing as time or space in the realm of prayer. Feeling that a friend is far away or believing that spirit is not within you creates a false concept of separation and weakens the power of your effort. Doubt and fear also divert from your good intentions and can cancel the response to your call. Faith will intervene on your behalf as you learn to clear your mind and feelings of false concepts and negative thought patterns. The second part of prayer is to open your heart and mind in thanksgiving to receive the presence of the eternal. If you do not see results, do not think your prayer has gone unanswered. Many times you simply do not recognize the answer, or your doubts prevent you from witnessing the response. Ask to understand any beliefs that block your awareness and to feel worthy so that you may receive your magnificence. In the meantime, pray without ceasing and have faith in the power of prayer. Music that's recommended: Madonna, Like a Prayer, and Rob Whiteside's Woo, Miracles. And I think that's it. That is it. Zadkiel, Prayer, Angel of Prayer. When I call your name, it's like a little prayer. Da 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 da. Isn't that how it goes? Man, it's a song from when I was a lot younger. That's from the 80s? My goodness. Okay, I've got the Psychic Tarot. Shuffle these together. They're such a pretty purple color. Is it purple or indigo? I think it's more purple. I don't know the difference between purple and indigo. I guess there is a difference, maybe. Is there? Do shuffle these. These aren't going together today. I don't know what's going on. It rained, and now somebody's mowing the grass. Okay. He's got wet grass to mow. Oh well. I pulled this yesterday, the waiting game. I'm not pulling it again today. I think we heard it enough. Unless it really wants to come out. If it comes out again, we will read it. I got this whole deck, and the card from yesterday comes out. Now, how did that happen? I shuffled this deck. You saw me shuffle. You heard it shuffle. I'm shuffling. Now wait, it still came up again. Now wait a minute. I'm not doing that. No. That was weird. I'm going to shuffle this a lot. Now let's see. Okay. Sacral chakra. Number 2, sacral chakra. Maybe I'll look at waiting game again too. I don't know, is it the next one? No. No. Sacral chakra. Wrong one. It's 2, but it's... the waiting game is also number 2. That's interesting. Okay. Number 2, sacral chakra. Oh. Key facts. The color is orange. The sound is vam, or vam. Element, water. Glands, the testicles and ovaries. Key words, I want. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To keep this chakra balanced and its energy flowing, try dancing. Oh, that's interesting. Moving your hips and lower abdomen. Use a color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. So the second chakra, the sacral chakra, relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. You might want to get up and dance. Move your body. Do some yoga. Even if you do chair yoga, which I did the other day. Not a bad thing. I actually got a little sore. I did chair yoga. Pretty cool. My 88-year-old friend, she used to be my teacher. It was cool. I thought that was so cool. Now, since we've done the sacral chakra, we're going to do the chakra wisdom tarot. See what comes up with this. That would be interesting. Now, the waiting game go to is number 2. The waiting game. I think there's been clouds because it's not as sunny right now. But the person, my neighbor, is still mowing. I was thinking this, why do we mow our lawns? Why it has to be short? Is it just for looks? People live in Little House on the Prairie. Did they mow their lawn? Did they really have lawns? Let's see what I pull here. 5 of coins. 5 of coins. The card of moving on. Help has appeared, yet the woman chooses to leave. The child sees it, yet the adult does not. When we manifest what we ask for, will we recognize it when it comes? Here's the chakra message. There are times when we must leave behind what we manifested, which at one time was what we desired. We can outgrow something and know that it is no longer for our highest good without it or us being bad. It's just we've grown beyond it. It's time to move on. It's with people too. Indication. This card indicates reflecting on what you have created. So it's talking about creativity. Reflect on what you've created and perhaps offers a new way of seeing who you really are. Keywords: hardship, hunger, rejection, illness, alienation, and outcome. It's interesting because some of those words, we give negative connotations to them. Reversed: clearing, treatment, progress, improving circumstances. That's interesting because we'd almost think it would be the other way around. Reversed. Okay. Meditation. Take time to energetically evaluate if where you currently are is where you want to be. There are times, and I don't mean necessarily in a physical space. I mean in that emotional, spiritual space. Are you where you want to be? There are times when it is wise to walk away. I know this is a message for me. That's what I had to do. People, a job, circumstance, a marriage, situation. There are times when it is wise to walk away. There is no harm in leaving. Remember, it is enough if you simply do not want what is being offered. Remember, no is a complete sentence. Contemplation. It is enough to say no to what you do not want, even if it suited you at one time. We can outgrow things. We can outgrow circumstances. We can outgrow jobs. We can outgrow people. Maybe we change and they don't change. The card of moving on, 5 of coins. It's okay to move on. The whole thing, be true to yourself. Not to other people. Be true to yourself. You matter. And you make decisions for you. It's my wisdom of the oracle. Don't let somebody else make decisions for you. Make your own decisions. This one was so short today. I guess I didn't read a lot. It's okay. Almost. Not quite done, but we'll finish up soon here. What have we got? All right. Building blocks. Building blocks. Number 28. 8 and a 2. Go to 10. And 28. 10 goes down to 1. Building blocks. Essential meanings, strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. The oracle's message. You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. We all have that. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you can construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. We create our destiny along with God. All right, relationship message. When you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life. I like that. And solidifying the ones you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. And remember, you have to know yourself first. You are moving toward laying the groundwork for a relationship with a firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. Remember that. Now here's the prosperity message. You have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the alchemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream. And remember that you always have more than enough, as you always are enough. So abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired, and the desire for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. Here's the protection message. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed, and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. You can't build a house on a foundation of sand. It needs to be solid. Building blocks. Strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. You know, we are all works in progress, I think, until we pass to the next, until we transition. We all have potential. We're all beautiful. All right, we're going to do Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors. Sort of sunny, but then it's got a chill, and it's kind of cloudy. Do another one. These cards are becoming more and more pliable in my hands. Okay, what we got here? Let's pull it. Oh, take charge with authority. Okay, I pulled this before. The Lord. Take charge with authority. These are what? Sacred ones. Take charge with authority. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. Okay. The Lord is the consort of the lady. He is the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law. But this doesn't mean he is angry or chauvinistic. Look at him. He is self-possessed, reliable, and ambitious, a man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord in this oracle holds a staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted in the ground and is protective of his people. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he is sensitive to those who are less fortunate than he is. That's how we should be. Extended message. Sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it is time to change that. Boy, do I need to hear this. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. The reason I said that was because I've been given gifts. One of them is music, and I was playing at a church and it was at a time where I really needed income. I'm a professional musician, but I wasn't getting paid. I was letting that church walk all over me. I said I was the only person in this particular community or the state, professional musician, that would play without getting paid. I'm worth more than that. And that was bad behavior. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show that you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. That's another thing reminding me that I was looking at applying for some jobs. For I have the education and background. I need to have faith in myself and go for it. I have the potential to move upwards on a professional level. And I need to do it. So maybe maybe you do too. So the Lord is take charge with authority. I know I pull for everybody, but I feel like sometimes I have to say the message is for me as well. All right, let's do the Dream Weavers. Okay. Our last card, okay. Here he goes, raining again. You can hear it in the window. Getting the window unit, my air conditioner. It's a little apartment. I don't have central air. All right, let's see what we pull here. What have we got? Even wisdom needs to rest. Okay. 17. Even wisdom needs to rest. That is true. Taking care of yourself. Giving yourself time to slow down and dream. Allowing ideas to form without forward movement. A necessary natural cycle of downtime. Even God rested after creating the world on the seventh day. He rested. Sometimes you are exposed to so much information, it overwhelms you. Doesn't it, this day and age? You aren't able to translate that knowledge into wisdom because you don't find the time for integration. Life is busy, and you may be used to moving through life's obstacle course at a fast pace. You might even be at a time in your life when you're working so hard to achieve your goals, you think you're not allowed to take a break. What if you missed something or let go of a responsibility? What would happen if you said no to something or someone? Now is the time for releasing the badge of busy. This is a time for slowing down and integrating the knowledge you have gained. You will not receive the wisdom of your past experiences if you don't pause and process. Meditation helps with that too. Take your eyes off of your to-do lists and goals. Relax, knowing that resting is imperative to integrate the information you need to thrive. Now is the time for dreaming, for downtime, for slowing your pace and taking things off your plate. Maybe take a vacation or, at the very least, schedule time to do nothing. Isn't that an innovative idea? It's an uncanny truth that the cycle of non-action, not doing, resting, and dreaming can sometimes bring the most astounding revelations upon your return. Remember, even wisdom needs to rest. Non-action. Giving yourself time to slow down and dream, allowing ideas to form without forward movement. A necessary natural cycle of downtime. Even wisdom needs to take a rest. I'll tell you this, I've learned naps are wonderful. Highly recommend it. I highly recommend them. So I hope you like that. Well, hope some of this helped you today or helped you along your way. Remember, in the end, there are three things that last: faith, hope, and love. The greatest of these is love, and I send you love wherever you may be. The universe loves you. And I also send you that peace and our hope for you, the peace that passeth all understanding. Hey, go take a nap. Namaste.